Hi guys, I want to teach you a real quick trick for finding the area of a trapezoid. But first off, what in the world is a trapezoid? It is a figure where two sides are parallel. So you see this is parallel to this. Those lines could go on and on forever and never cross. So we would call those two things the bases, okay? So we're going to call this base 1 and this is going to be base 2. Now you notice that these sides are not parallel. So it's not a parallelogram. They can be like that. They can look like that. They might even look like that. Those are all trapezoids. And the key thing is that they have two sides that are parallel. So now here is the quick trick to find out the area of any trapezoid. But first, I want to show you the trick, okay? If you were, let's say this base is, oh, it looks like it's about 3, and this base, this looks like it's about, oh, let's say that's about, 8. Yeah, that's about 11. Okay, so if we fold it in half, all right, and then we take this little part that is hanging out. Now, I want you guys to be able to see that, okay? When we fold it down, we have these two little triangles here. Now, we're going to split them in half just like that and just like that. And when we do this, we are going to fold this here and we're going to rotate these around. And you're going to see that this little triangle here would fit right up there. And this little triangle here, when we rotate it around, is going to fit right up there. And then all of a sudden, we are finding the area of a rectangle. And when we find the area of this rectangle, we are going to notice that the length of the sides, remember, it's going to be half. Okay, so if we add our bases together, if we add our 3 plus 11 together, 3 plus 11, and divide it by 2, we're going to find the total length of this resulting rectangle that we would get here. Okay, so 3 plus 2 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. So our new average base is 7. And we found that by adding together the top base and the bottom base and dividing by 2. And then remember, we've just got this great rectangle. And to find the area of a rectangle, it is base times height, right? So we could say this base, the average base is 7. And if we were to count this out, we would see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeehaw. And our height here would be, what do we have? About 6. So then our height would be 6. So we're doing 7 times 6 to find the area, which would be 42. So just a quick review, find the average of the bases by adding them together, dividing by 2, and then multiply by the height. And the height is just how tall this figure is. Okay? So we're going to look at another parallelogram here. We have this parallelogram. And our two bases, remember, are the parallel lines. So we have 7 and we have 11. We are going to add our bases up. So we have 7 plus 11. Divide by 2. Okay, so 7 plus 11 is 18. We're going to divide 18 by 2 and end up with 9. Okay, then we're going to multiply by the height. So our height is 6, so we would say 9 times 6 equals 54. And we've found the area of the parallelogram. Now we're going to check that method that I showed you before by folding our figure in half, rotating that triangle up and over, and you're going to notice, guys, that the length of our rectangle here is going to be 9 units long, okay? So we found that by adding 7 plus 11, dividing by 2, and you notice that here, if we have the rectangle, it's 9 units long. So we have 9 times 6 to give us our total area of 54 square units.